And now, ladies and gentlemen, we continue this fantastic main card from the city of Hercules with 3 5-minute rounds in the bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, from the United Kingdom, the Black Panther, Dominique Woody.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, time to go back to MMA rules in this contest. A battle-tested veteran of MMA from the United Kingdom, 29-year-old Dominique Woody, the Black Panther. His last fight was a win in his home country in November of 2024, so it has been a little bit since he's been in the cage, but he's fought for organizations like Cage Warriors, where he was a champion, and for Bellator, and is ready to show us what he can do here in MMA Bushido and MFC.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Afghanistan, Noor Rahman.
This crowd is going berserk here for Noor Rahman, the Afghan Lion. He has got a lot of crowd support. In fact, things got a little bit ugly at the weigh-ins here yesterday between Amin and Wooding. These two got right up in each other's faces. They were pushing and shoving. They got fans involved. It was but I think that they're both sportsmen, and they have put that behind them. And we're going to see a very high-level matchup here between these two. Amin fights for the Infinitus Gym. He's coming off of 2 straight victories last year in 2025. This is his first fight of this year. 4 of his 7 wins are by submission. His opponent, Wooding, is primarily known as a striker, although he has had some very interesting submission victories, including in his last fight where he won by a Peruvian necktie. So this fight could be very interesting to watch if it goes to the ground. And both guys are certainly good on the feet too, so both well-rounded fighters. We'll have to see where this one goes and what these two are capable of. I think that Amin he's pointing to his face. I think he wants more Vaseline under his eyes, perhaps. Let's send it up to the cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live and exclusive around the world on DAZN with this bantamweight contest, proudly sponsored by Compact Gerusbau. Let's meet the fighters. Introduce him first. Fighting out of the blue corner, he stands 175 centimeters tall, weighing in at 62 kilograms even. A professional record, 10 victories, 7 defeats. 5 of those wins by way of knockout. He's the former bantamweight Cage Warriors champion of the world, representing GB Top Team from England, the Black Panther, Dominique Wooding. And facing him across the cage in the red corner, he measures 172 centimeters tall, official weight 62 kilograms even, with a professional record 7 victories, 2 defeats. Representing Infinitus Gym from Afghanistan, Noor. Your referee in charge when the bell rings, Jengadana.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy, he knows how to make an impression, doesn't he? He had a great walkout, lying on his back. This guy's like a walking anime character, but the bell has rung, and there's only one thing to do now, and that's fight. So let's see if he can fight as good as he shows off. Take a look at Wooding closing in immediately, cutting down the distance, trying to get his range. Wooding definitely the more experienced of the two fighters. And has different kind of experience too. He's fought all over the place. He's been a champion before. But then again, Amin has a very dangerous mindset, I think. He has this kind of like unbeatable kind of mindset. Like he's got all of his fans, very passionate fans and supporters in the audience here tonight. And I think that that's really pushing him to not only win, but to win in style. Win and put on a show. Ooh, hard kick that time. Landed just below the knee joint, I believe. Look at how calm, too, that Wooding is. He's very calm, very focused, and you can see that also Amin is not playing games anymore either. That's gone. He's just here to fight, and he knows that he's got a dangerous opponent in front of him. And it seems like he is very focused now, and he's shifted into serious mode. And again, Wooding just slowly but surely creeping in that southpaw stance. And whoa, I was waiting for something to happen, and he unloaded with a wicked head kick. He's in that southpaw stance against an orthodox fighter. You've got to, if you're the orthodox fighter, you've got to keep in mind that your opponent has the ability to give you a liver kick with his powerful leg. If he can hit him with that, oh, and there he is, he just went for it. Look at how Wooding, whenever Amiri moves, whether it's left or right, he's just right there in front of him again. He hasn't been too pushy as far as looking for strikes or looking for takedowns, but he's making this kid work, and he's making him think too. Straight left hand that time. Oh, and the right hand caught him on the side of the head. Tried to follow it up with the left. And look at how calm and patient he is again. A lot of young fighters like Amin may try to just, put their foot on the gas and try to finish it in the first round. That's what a lot of young guys tend to do. But Wooding Not that way. Very calm, patient fighter, looking for openings. Oh, he caught a right hand in return, though. Amiri. Amiri got in a good shot finally, his best shot of the fight. He hasn't taken too many shots yet, though, here, and hasn't even uncorked. That was a good kick, though, right up the middle. Changed his stance there just for a minute, did Wooding. Wooding also a veteran of PFL. Had a couple of fights there in 2023 and one in 2024. Ten-second hammer drops. And both guys trying to get in a little something here before the end of the round. And that's it. Well, as we go back and take a look at the highlights, ladies and gentlemen, I think a very strategic round, let's say, between these two. Nobody took any big risks, but nobody made any big mistakes either. And I think the best is still yet to come.
Avec ma poupée Rita, sur la pointe du soleil dans la bulle. Je fais le malin, on t'annule. Je punis A comme une IA. Je vois noir sur fond jaune, taureau jaune sur fond noir. Serre-moi la main de la gauche à la fin.
5 more minutes on the clock here, ladies and gentlemen. MMA Bushido and Mixed Fight Championship teaming up for tonight's event, MFC54 from Kassel, Germany. We are live on DAZN, on Prime Fight, and on Fight Plus. Thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen, for this amazing show. My name is Daniel Austin to call the action for you here. Ooh, and a powerful kick from the left side there by Wooding. I'm still waiting for Wooding to open up a can of you-know-what here, because he's just been teasing it all this time, just teasing it. We get a little sneak peek of it every once in a while. But he's just very slowly and methodically setting the pace in this contest. And I think we're seeing now why Wooding's striking is so highly praised, because certainly has a lot of snap, a lot of fire in those punches and kicks that he's throwing. I'd honestly just like to see him turn it up just a little bit more, but if Amiri keeps pushing him, though, if he's responding like that, a little bit more aggressively, I think Wooding will respond in kind. I mentioned the submission backgrounds of these guys as well, too, the grappling prowess. But so far we haven't seen any attempts from either guy to do anything but what we've seen them do thus far. A little bit worried at times about Wooding with his fingers, because he's always got his hands outstretched like that. And a couple of times he's come pretty close with those fingers to an eye poke. May have clipped him with the left hand that time, a grazing blow as he was backing out. Minute 30 remaining now in round 2. And now at this point, I'm beginning to wonder here if he's ever going to pull the trigger, if he's ever going to step on the gas. I hope he will. But it seems like Amiri, yeah, he's waiting to counter, I think. Maybe he heard me that time. Oh, and he did get an eye poke. I was worried about that. And he got poked right in the eye. See if we can maybe get a replay of that. It all happened so fast. But I was wondering, I said it, you know, it seems like Wooding always leading with his left hand open and his fingers extended. And also I was wondering, you know, if anybody's ever going to really take any risks here to try to win this fight. And as soon as I said that, Amiri really tried to pick up the pace, and now he's the one moving forward. I think that's what he needs to do. He needs to feed off of the energy of this crowd that's supporting him and just go after Wood. If you want the victory, you've got to take it. Oh. And still, don't sleep on Wooding. Again, with the cautious kind of style that he's been fighting, it also makes me wonder what kind of tricks does he still have up his sleeve. And that's it. End of round 2. Some highlights here, ladies and gentlemen, from round 2. We'll have to see if we can get a look at the eye poke. It was at some point when Amiri was coming after Wooding. No, it's not there. Well, we didn't get a look at it. But I think that round number 3, we've got 5 more minutes to try to settle this thing here. And honestly, we haven't seen a whole lot of. Well, there's the eye poke right there, I think. Yep, there it was. Nice job by our production crew to catch that. And like I said, 5 more minutes here to settle it between these two. Who wants it?
Final round.
Third and final round here. And there comes a time when you've just got to put your cards on the table here. I know that these guys have their strategies, but there's a limited amount of time in which for that strategy, you know, to unfold. The victory is yours for the taking if only you take it. And with a fight like this, you know, if it does go to the judges, it's not going to do a lot, I don't think, for either guy. You know, somebody's going to be complaining about it because it's going to be close. There hasn't been a whole lot of action here. There have been no takedowns. It's all going to come down to the striking. Who's been controlling the cage? Who's been landing more blows, doing more overall damage? Spinning back kick attempted, nobody home, and another one. Oh, and that time he moved in with the left hand. Now business is starting to pick up a little bit. And what happened now? Another eye poke? He got him again. This time in the other eye. So now he's blind in one eye and he can't see out of the other one. Well, that's the second eye poke here, and I think that even though it's not intentional, Wooding is flirting with a point deduction or maybe even a disqualification if it happens again. And again, he's still with his, look at it, he's still putting his fingers out. And when he continues to do that after two eye pokes, you know, if I'm Amiri, it's got to be worrying because one eye poke is bad enough. The eyes are very sensitive. I mean, you get poked in the eye twice like that, you catch a fingernail in the eye or something, you're talking about risking, you know, permanent damage to your vision. And so if you're worried about that in the back of your mind or even in the front of your mind, it can make a difference to you psychologically. Blue corner really calling for their fighter, Wooding, to come forward and get busy. Not a whole lot of time remaining here, a minute and a half on the clock. There were a couple of timeouts because of the eye pokes, but we're assuming that that's the correct time. Oh, and look at that. He tried to go in for a takedown. Finally, somebody made a move for a takedown, but wasn't anywhere close to being successful. And time continues to slip away here now. 1 minute remaining. Wooding connecting upstairs. Inside 30 seconds now. Head kick blocked. 10-second hammer has dropped. Oh, nice jumping knee there. And that does it, ladies and gentlemen. This fight is history. Wooding feels that he's won this thing. And Amiri hanging his head and also having his eye attended to. I'm going to head up to the cage here and get an interview with our winner.
Au BDH, je fais de l'allergie, je les monte en l'air comme Balerdi. Un prévenu vaut deux avertis, je fais tout seul dans le valeur. C'était fait pas Calenti, m'appelle pas Ju, on n'est pas intime. Sans me rendre dans les bouchons, je suis au tronçon à la Valentine. 23 à 4, charbon, story, placard. Rap game, streaming, pas les couilles, on prend des coups, on se bagarre. J'arrive en tiki tata, je te jure, j'en fais tout slide au Gabonito. En mode la ligne, y'a mal, chez moi les petits hits tabassent. Que ça grrr, grrr, 23 grrr, grrr. Le game, je le grrr, grrr. Et je repars en brrr, brrr. Organisé, c'est chaud par ici. Faut la mentalité, charbon comme à l'usine. En bande organisée, c'est chaud par ici. Faut la mentalité, charbon comme à l'usine.
Oh, rapta, wow, wow, j'entends les wow, wow, toi t'es fada, wow, Marseille tout là.
C'est quoi le bail là? J'touche pas à la baïda. Serre-moi de la main comme les yeux de Locatelli Paola. En pétard, j'rentre à Marley. Je veux créer plus comme les Marley. Du sud au nord, je roule le game, j'ai mis le harnais. Allez, allez, tu parles pour rien. Casse-toi de ta wesh, tu parles pour rien. Tu sais que tu parles pour rien, donc tu ne partiras pas pour rien.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 incredible rounds, we go to the official scorecards. Judge number 1 sees the contest 30-27, blue corner. Overruled by your remaining 2 judges, who see the contest 29-29 and 30-30, declaring this bout a majority draw.
On va quitter la caille pour le petit cœur de la maman, le petit cœur de la maman, le petit cœur de la maman. Avec mes potes sur un voilier, à danser la lambada, à faire le tour del mundo, le cigare de Maradona.
Ça frappe fort comme au Bellator. Bella, Bella, viens on sort sans faire exprès. 3e rappeur à avoir le plus de disques d'or. On a mis tout le monde d'accord, toujours full quand on sort. En bande organisée, on a fait danser les pussycats.
Fais danser les mains.